Alright, Dirty South squatching. We're headed up the mountain on a sun-kissed day. Snow melting off the mountain. Nice refreshing day. Taking these dogs up the hill to come on along with us. And let's see what we can see. Alright. Looks like somebody, maybe some blood, right down on this tree branch, maybe crossing over. I have to get around this log right here. It broke off. It's right in front of the trail. Alright, continuing to climb up the mountain. A little bit out of breath. Snow's melting, but still a decent amount on this side. We'll see what it looks like when we get deeper back in there. Well, I made it up to the patio. I'm already out of breath. Mostly, so far, I've just seen tracks that look like they've been melted, and small critter tracks. I'm going to give you guys a look at the field. You can actually see the field from up here on the patio. I want to give you guys a little look-see at it. This is the field that Bob's talked so much about, and we've had so many great things happen. So that's the field right down there, and the road runs right there in the middle of the field. And as you see, there's mountains on the one side of the field, and then there's mountains on the other side of the field as well. And that's the mountain ridge right there that we actually crossed, that mountain ridge. All right. All right, I'm at the end of the patio, and now I'm gonna make my climb up towards this mountain ridge. We dip down just a little bit, and then we make a climb up there, up towards that ridge. And there are peaks and valleys. That's a deep drop right there, all around this old logging road right here. They really don't use this road. The last time a tractor came up here to clear this road out was 2015. So I think I've single-handedly kept this way kind of beaten down a little bit, me and the dogs, and Bob too. Alright, we made it up to the top part of the ridge I'm hiking. If you go up right up here, this is the way me and Bob went that day on that foggy video I posted on my YouTube page, Wilderness Walkabout 14. We were up here in thick fog. We hiked up to this ridge, and let me tell you something, this hill right here, it just keeps going and going and going till you get to the top of the ridge. When we got to the top, we couldn't see any views out through there because it was so foggy, and we kind of got turned around. We had never been up on that ridge. We hiked, I would say 1.5 to 2 miles on top of that ridge, and we decided we wanted to head down towards the road, towards the truck. Well, me and Bob got into a semi-argument about which side the road was on. One of us thought it was on the right, one of us thought it was on the left. And of course, if we took the wrong way, we'd be going deeper out into the woods in dense fog, and it being cold, and we could have gotten into some big trouble. So after our little semi-argument, we decided to turn around and go back the way we came. So we came back down the mountain, and this mountain right here burned our quads coming down and going all the way down that trail, curving all the way down and going down and down. Boy, it burned our quads. But we came back about 2 weeks later when it was clear. We went back up this hill, back over this ridge, followed the whole ridge all the way down to the road, and we hiked the road all the way back to the truck. And we got some great views, and this will be a great place on top of that ridge to come and stay out all night one night. But it's definitely tough climbing, getting on top of that ridge. Okay, right here you can see where they put holes, like a woodpecker put some holes down in this tree. Kind of hollowed it out, and of course eventually it fell. That's where a woodpecker was staying at. Nice little home for him till it fell. Alright, I'm seeing a lot of tracks like that track right there. Kind of looks like a small footprint somewhat. But I really think it's where something fell and it continued to melt out as the snow's melting. I'm seeing a lot of those. Just as an example, but I think it's probably a smaller critter, or maybe a leaf, or some snow falling off the tree that fell down, and then the snow started melting around it and makes what looks like a track. Or it may be a track. Alright, I'm at the halfway point now. I'm getting on the other side of that ridge, and there's a little more snow cover on this side. The sun doesn't hit this side quite as much, so you got more snowfall. But if you see across the way up on the ridges up there, it's all melted off. But down here, these little areas that cast a shadow, and these areas get dark quick too, no matter what time it gets dark. Right now it's getting dark around 5 o'clock. In areas like this, it'll be getting dark about 4:30. It'll get pretty dark. I'm at the halfway mark, and hopefully I'll run into some more snow cover. I can check around for some more tracks. Here's a pretty good track right here. It's got claws on the end of it. It's fairly long track if you look at my shoe with it. Fairly long, fairly big track right here. Wasn't from my dog stepping in anything, I just ran up on it. They didn't step right there, so kind of interesting. Alright, I just had a tree fall right over there. It was loud as hell. Changing out my trail cam right here. So I'm gonna walk down in here and see if we hear anything. I think it was just some deadfall falling over, but it just broke the silence. It just broke the silence pretty doggone good. Got the dogs a little bit excited. Jump, boy. There you go. Jump, boy. Good girl, Fendi. Yeah, I think it was just some deadfall. One thing about this trail, there's a lot of briars covering this trail, and I've just gotten to a point where I just double up on the pants when I come back around here, because those briars will tear your butt up. So this tree fall, I think, was somewhere back over in here. I don't really see nothing. It just goes down into a holler down in there. The dogs smell something though. They're acting like something was over here. Alright, hold up a minute. I'm not going all the way down in there. I'm not going to push my partially healed foot quite yet, but I don't really see nothing. It fell somewhere right in here. Alright, well, we're going to get back on the trail here. Josh, there's your snapped off limbs down through there that we saw when we came up here and changed them out that night. Looks like one of them's actually been taken down, or it fell down, because I think there were two right there. On the other side right here, this log right there, that has been there since 2015. I call that the Taj Mahal. It's been sitting parallel right there for a couple of years now, still going strong. Looks like it's got a few holes in it, like some birds might be getting in there. But we're about ready to make our turn and go down towards the creek, down in the ravine. Alright, this spot right here is a little spring that comes up. I guess it's from somewhere on this mountain right here. I had to come up right here. Yeah, drizzle down here into this creek. You see the rhododendron. The rhododendron follows all along this creek. So I'm a little more than halfway to my destination. On this side it's dark, so there's some pretty decent snow cover. Nice little area. There's a lot of noise going around with snow falling off the trees. There's a lot of popping, a lot of thuds. So that makes it a little hard to listen for wildlife, but we got our ears on and we'll see what happens. Come on, girl, jump. Come on, girl, jump over this. Come on, Gotti. Jump. Good girl. Good boy. This is how we do it. We jump over everything. One thing about it is I've seen a whole lot of new logs across this road, and I don't like to be a conspiracy theorist, but a lot of these look like they've been dragged over the trail. But I don't really like to get into that bull crap. That's where I just came off of. I just came up from, I think you can see the trail right there going across. I just came up from the top of there. Yeah, I don't like being a conspiracy theorist and thinking I got something dragging limbs trying to block me from my trail, but I've had to actually jump up off these trails and hike up the hill and get around some of these, and I don't really see where they fell. There's no trunk, there's no mark in the ground from where they were standing and then fell, so it's kind of weird. But if that's the case, then stuff ought to happen back in here, shouldn't it? And that's really what I'm in it for some real action. Bob Trent, you're going to have to come down here and spot me one day while I climb back down in there and change that card out, because I'm telling you, my foot feels decent, but man, I sure think I'm going to be hurting climbing in there and climbing out with these dogs, so I damn sure don't want to twist it and be down at the bottom of that. So you're going to have to come down here one day soon, Bob. Come to this part and spot me, man. I need my squatch buddy. I need my Bigfoot buddy, Bob. That trail cam's been down there for about 3 months now. It might have something good on it, but today I think I'm going to leave it alone yet again. Yeah! Alright, we're making our way down into the creek area, to a little ravine down here. And at this point in time it kind of bottoms out. Once you cross the creek, you'll be going back up to the ridge again, to the next ridge behind the one at the road. And we've got a trail cam down here at the creek I'm going to tend to. Then I got a trail cam up on the hill, and I'll go up on that hill and get that one too. Change it out. That little shadow area had a lot of snow. We're back into an open area, and the snow's really melting, although there is a good bit of snow on this side of the mountain. One day I'd like to walk that ridge right there. It should be pretty easy to get on top of it because we actually come from that way. So it should be easy to find a way to get up on that ridge. And it looks like fairly easy walking, so It might actually be a travel path. It might actually be a travel path that'll be worth taking. All right, we're heading down into another little dark valley. Okay, you can see a nice little white streak on top of that mountain. Down here at the creek, the dogs. Pretty dark down here in this part. Don't take it long to be dark at all. Get a whole lot of snowfall. Hard to really tell what's snowfall, what's a critter running around down here. We're down here at the creek, so we're just about at the end right here. All right, we got everything accomplished. We got all the trail cam cards switched out.